We're back in the Star in Frisco, Texas, the practice facility of the Dallas Cowboys. And speaking of the Cowboys, a lot of excitement in Stillwater, Oklahoma, around Oklahoma State this season after several lean years. New coach Eric Morris comes to town, and he brings with him several players from North Texas, including his star quarterback, man who led the nation in passing yards a season ago, Drew Mestemaker. Drew, we appreciate you being here with us. I think everyone assumed Coach Morris gets the job, and it's going to be a package deal that he's going to bring, in particular, the three position star players with him. Walk us through things. How exactly did your decision to go to Stillwater play out?
Yeah, I knew from the start that wherever Coach Morris went was definitely going to be like the spot that was like going to have people were going to have to compete with Coach Morris for sure. And it's definitely hard hearing calls from these big time schools and they're telling you everything you want to hear. But I told Coach Morris before, I was like, I'm going to keep you in the know of everything and let you know who I'm taking calls with and whatever, and then I'll keep you updated through the whole thing. So I called him after one of my calls and was like, hey, just wanted to let you know, I had a call. It went good, but that's not me saying I'm going there. I just wanted to let you know. And he's like, all right, don't get caught up in all these big name schools. He was like, and don't break my heart, and then hangs up on me. And I'm like, well, shoot, how am I supposed to not go with him now? So, it was hard there for a little bit, but I made my decision pretty quick.
Yeah, but why is it important for you to stay with Coach Morris?
Yeah, first of all, he's the one who gave me an opportunity to play quarterback when I hadn't at all. So, to have him give me that opportunity and then trust me to take the keys in my first ever season and, pour into me every day and build my confidence up, it's meant so much to me.
Relationships still matter, right? That's really what it's about. So what about your communication with guys like Caleb Hawkins and Wyatt Young? For all of you to come together with a coach who you're all familiar with, who you've had a lot of success with individually and collectively, did you guys sit and talk about the fact that, hey, look, there was a team just a little while ago in Bloomington, Indiana, that kind of did the same thing? Maybe we could be doing this down Stillwater. Does that seep into your mind? Is that in the back of your mind somewhere as you're thinking about all this?
Yeah, I think, obviously seeing that last year too happen right there and them have the crazy season they had, it definitely is in the back of your mind a little bit. But I feel like we never really sat down and talked about it. We all kind of knew that's what we wanted to do.
Yeah.
And we all showed up on the same day. All the guys from North Texas showed up on the same day and visited Oklahoma State together. And we're all kind of sitting up there this is the place we want to be. These are the guys that we care about. They care about us, and we feel like they can be a really special team.
A group of you were all there at the same time.
Yeah, it was probably about, I don't know how many guys we had up here, but I think it was 20 guys came up, and I think 18 of them came with.
Pretty cool.
So
wow. I know this story's been told a lot, but for some people watching right now, they may not have heard it. How many games did you start in high school?
0.
And how many other opportunities did you have to go play quarterback?
Didn't have any.
Walk on at North Texas, and last year you led the country in passing yards. It's amazing. Two-parter. What's allowed you to go from that to where you are now? And what's it been like, man? What's the last year of your life been like? It's had to have been a complete and total whirlwind.
Oh, 100%. It's been wild to think back 2 years ago and think I was emailing any coach that would respond asking for a spot on the team. And, I was emailing Texas JUCOs, and they all said they didn't have spots. And, I was thinking about going to a California JUCO to play football. And, it's been wild. And I really do think I always believed that I could do it. I just needed an opportunity. And to have Coach Morris believe in me and give me that opportunity, and then really, I feel like his offense and the way he kind of structures his staff and goes about his days really gave me the confidence and everything I needed to go out there and perform.
Was there a performance, a practice, a scrimmage, a meeting with Coach where you really believed, hey, you know what? This is going to be one of those no one would listen to me, no one would respond to me, or I'm going to surprise a lot. There's always a turning point where you start to really believe. Because even as you're sending all those emails, there's still some times where you're probably sitting there going, damn, am I going to be good enough? Is anyone going to give me a shot? When did it click where you said, this is about to take off?
Yeah, I think my first fall camp, so I showed up the summer of my freshman year, and that first fall camp, I'd kind of gotten to the point where I was like a 3 or a 4, like getting the 3s and 4s reps, and I was kind of watching the backup and watching Chandler Morris, who was the starter at that point, and I was like, I can make these throws, I can go out and do these things, like I got a chance at this. And so fall camp, my goal was to be the backup by the end of it, and by the end of it, I was co-backups with the guy they brought in who had been there since the spring, and I feel like that kind of gave me the confidence of like, I'm meant to be here and I can really do this.
It's amazing.
I'm thinking lightly recruited,
Right.
got a chance, made the most of it, moves on. I'm thinking exactly what you talked about.
Yeah.
Fernando Mendoza, Indiana.
Hey, when I'm watching your tape, I'm sitting there going, damn, jersey number, how tall he is, some of the arm angles, the movement patterns. You know, the one thing that everyone doesn't talk about a lot with Fernando is that he is an alpha competitor. What's your makeup? How would you self-assess yourself as far as when you're in the locker room, when you're in the huddle, when you're in the weight room, when you're in the meeting room? What kind of leader is Drew Mestemaker?
Yeah, I think, you know, I kind of had to figure this out last year with not having many starts, or any starts, honestly, and being thrown into the leadership role as a quarterback. You kind of got to figure out, like, what kind of leader are you when you don't have the stool to stand on of you playing well already.
Right.
And so I kind of took the role as people will respect me for being me. Like, I don't have to go up there and give the rah-rah speech. I don't have to be up there, you know, doing all this extra stuff. Like, when they see me working hard in the weight room, when they see me making all my times in the run, when they see me, you know, competing in everything we do, like, that gets guys fired up, and guys want to be around that kind of guy. And so that's the view I took for it, and that's the kind of leader I feel like I've grown into becoming. Is I'm going to compete in everything I do, and I'm going to work at everything I do, and I'm going to bring guys along to do that with me. I'm not going to be the guy that's, you know, yelling at you, doing all this. Like, this is just how we do things around here.
You had a chance to go to the Manning Passing Academy, which is the best of the best.
Mm-hmm.
And you get a chance to measure up against those guys and work with some younger kids. Based off all accounts, I wasn't there, but based off other people's reporting, you thrived and you stood out among the best of the best in college football. What was that experience like, kind of measuring yourself against the other top quarterbacks in the country?
Yeah, it was really cool, you know, seeing those guys in person and meeting them in person. Like, they're all normal dudes, and that just kind of gives you, like, the comfort of being like, these guys are all normal dudes who just made the most of their opportunity. And, you know, going out there and throwing with them, like, I felt like everyone was solid, but no one was like, holy crap, this guy's miles better than everyone else. Like, these guys are superhuman. Like, we're all just normal dudes that go out there and love playing football and love competing. And so I think being out there and being around a bunch of high-level guys that love that competition really was a lot of fun.
You know, a lot of times you hear players talk about the fact that that is what unlocks, like, that final step, is the belief that you belong with the greats. Because a lot of times, as you're saying, when you meet people who you know are good players, like, you're already, like, defeated because you believe that they're superhuman and they can do things you can't do, and then you look at them and you're going, I can do exactly what they do. So I do belong, and next thing you know, you become one of the elite. But now, fast forward to 2026. You're in Stillwater. They're coming off the worst season ever for that school. What do you need to do now, specifically your game on the field? What are some of the things you've drilled down on heading here into 2026 where you said, I need to be better, whether it's third down, red zone, blitz pick, whatever it is? What are a couple of things that you really drilled down on?
Yeah, I mean, I think, honestly, the biggest thing in the spring that I was trying to do is the tight window throws and the, like, big-time throws. Like, I feel like Coach Morris puts us into positions where a lot of the things are almost schemed up and guys are, popped open because of the way Coach Morris draws it up. But, we're in a big-time conference now, and guys are going to be matched up one-on-one, and we're going to have to win those 50-50 balls, and I got to put it in the spots for them to win it. So I think, really testing, what throws I can and can't make in the spring. And, with our new guys, it's been a really good spring getting on the same page with them.
You think of the history of Oklahoma State, and you think of the running backs that have come out of that school. Barry Sanders, Thurman Thomas, Pro Football Hall of Famers. What's Stillwater getting in Caleb Hawkins?
I think Stillwater's getting another one of those names. Caleb is the most down-to-earth guy on the planet, but once he gets out on that field, he's a different guy. He, he's not going to go out there and run a 4.3, and, doesn't look like Derrick Henry walking down the sideline, but I've never seen someone take him down on first contact. He's got the best balance I've ever seen, and probably one of the smartest running backs I've ever been around. He's always there in pass protection, has saved my butt multiple times out there, and, great player out of the backfield and catching passes out of the backfield. We made jokes last year that we should just give the ball to Caleb every play, whether it's on a go ball, whether it's handing it off to him. Like, he just makes it work. And so having him on our team, I'm very excited to see what he can do.
And will you and Caleb and Wyatt and several other teammates trade the green for the orange of Oklahoma State? Drew Mestemaker, good luck, good health this season, and thanks for the time.
Yes, sir. Thank you all.
You bet.